Hello everyone, welcome back to Would You Rather, the game where not only do you judge me based on my answers, but they're dumbass questions that go along with it. Let's get started. Would you rather be blind or be dumb? I'd rather be thought as a smart intellect than a buffoon. Though some might question the fact that I might already be a buffoon anyway, so we will continue with this. What? Why would people want to be dumb? Okay. Would you rather live in the past or live in the future? I feel like living in the past could have its massive advantages because you already know things that are gonna happen. You can already kind of predict things a little bit. You can definitely have the edge if you want to win the lottery by a particular means. You have a lot of statistical advantage and you have a lot of information that would be very pertinent to being in the past, whereas being in the future, you don't have that information, and you will have to be reliant on other people and information to kind of guide you. And sometimes people in the future could just be bigger dicks than the people in the past, as we are now seeing with Donald Trump. Shot fired. Love it to pass. Wow. I'm not doing good today. Be loved or be feared? I would rather always be loved. You look at it from you can easily make people be fearful of you. That is not hard. It is much more hard to have people love you, and to do that without like the romantic version of love either. Like just to kind of like love you in the sense of a friendship. So I would say be loved. Oh, as a leader, would you rather be loved? Okay. I did not read the top part because I am an idiot. Yeah. Would you rather have an uncontrollable itch that attacks at sporadic times or always have chapped lips? I have a bad problem with chapped lips. Like it doesn't like I don't have it all the time, but when I do, it hurts. Itch. That was slightly kind of tighter than I thought it was gonna be. Do not take that out of context. Meet Chuck Norris or meet the Old Spice Man? I would definitely want to meet the Old Spice Man. Just because, well, okay. Which Old Spice Man? I would still rather meet both, but I'm not a big country person. I wasn't a big fan of Chuck Norris's shows and shit, and wasn't a just. He's an interesting guy, and I make tons of Chuck Norris jokes all the time at my one friend because she hates them. But I'd rather meet the Double Spice guys. They sound so much cooler. And a generation gap. But a couple quick Chuck Norris jokes here. Chuck Norris never has a chin, only another fist. And when Chuck Norris goes to chop onions, he makes the onions cry. Fair enough for you. Okay then, receive a $5 a day for the rest of your life, or receive 50,000 right here, right now. Easily, if you, mathematically, it may seem like an advantage to do $5 a day for the rest of your life, but let us actually break out the calculator on my computer. Clear. 5 times 365 equals just short of $2,000. And let's see. Average lifespan is about 75 years. I'm 24 right now, so times that by 51. I would get just over 90,000. But that's over the span of 50 years. But you look at 50,000 right now, I could easily take that, take 30,000, pay off my college bills, and then invest the other 20. And when I have the time, that money will have enough accumulated interest. I can buy a house with it. Long story short, I'd be better ahead long run with $50,000. He's kind of like doing the math. If you do the math good enough, like easily, people are dumb. Like this is like just do the math. Dumb. No. Would you rather unrecrawl everywhere or always have bad luck? I would unrecrawl every day. Would you rather work a minimum wage job for the rest of your life or live in the wilderness for the rest of your life? If I knew how to hunt and I was in an area that was wilderness livable, I wouldn't consider rural Iowa to be a livable wilderness by any stretch of the imagination. But something like Montana would be easily kind of like a livable wilderness area. Northern Minnesota, the more northern, like Maine states, Washington, North Dakota, anything kind of up in the upper section that's almost Canada, like you can even count Canada the general area. I would rather, well, God, this is a dilemma. If the minimum wage job was something I loved doing, God, I don't know. They're both good. They're both really good. This is a good one. I'm actually kind of having a dilemma on this. I actually grow a beard finally. I was in the wilderness long enough. Come Leonardo DiCaprio, eat liver and be friends with bears. And you know what? I could live in the wilderness for the rest of my life, win an Oscar. That's how Leo won. 55-45. That's pretty close. Would you rather have 2 moms or 2 dads? Ooh, that's a good one. Long run, I think just because I am a guy. Granted, this is kind of more those people who have parents who are already moms or both dads. There's usually some sort of dynamic in that relationship where one is kind of more the motherly figure or like the fatherly figure, depending on the situation. I'd rather have 2 dads. And this is why. As a guy, that would be more beneficial to me. Because you have more statistical odd chance of having dads and that either one of them knows how to fix a car or do woodworking. Things that kind of relate to what I would want to do. Versus you. And I'm being very specific about like what women's role, men roles, kind of mom and dad roles are. But I think there's more versatility with men taking on other roles, so I would say dads. Wow, 2 moms. That's interesting. That's an interesting statistic. Uh, would you rather punch a pilgrim or eat an avocado? I like avocados. Like, okay, I don't get it. Why do 41% of you punch a pilgrim? What I don't am I getting am I missing like a reference or something like that, or uh I don't know what reference I'm missing. Like that is just completely like. Would you rather be only able to laugh at violently racist jokes, or be only able to laugh at intricate Star Trek jokes? Wow. That's I hate them both. Like, I don't like Star Trek jokes, and I don't like racist jokes a whole lot. Well, okay. I like racist jokes when they're about my own race. Like, being a white person, just kind of the whole deal. This question sucks. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather laugh at Star Trek jokes just so I don't look like a bigot. I don't know. Oh, God. Okay, would you rather be a graphic designer or be an architect? I am a graphic designer. I went to school for that. I currently have a job for that. One of the reasons why I did pick graphic design over architecture, there was two reasons. One, architecture at Iowa State University is actually a 5-year program. They claim it's a 4-year, but it's not. It's not by any stretch a 4-year program. It's a 5-year program. And the job market's a lot better for graphic designers versus like a architect. It still sucks. They both suck, but there's a lot more room for graphic designers. And you look at it and go, okay, while the percentage numbers look the same, like the higher rates and stuff like that aren't terribly great, and you got a really better chance of being a freelancer. But it takes a lot of time building up the portfolio to do that. There's no freelancing gigs for architects. You have to be with a firm, basically. And those guys don't typically hire every day. And it's a lot tougher because while a company may only do, let's say, 14 billings a year, there's always a constant stream of graphic design work that needs to be done. It may not be good graphic design work, but there's always a constant stream, and there's someone that needs to do it and get paid to do it. So definitely graphic design. It's an interesting question. It's would I steer anybody away from architecture? No. If someone wants to do it, they're more than welcome to do it. So, all right, I will leave this episode here for you guys. Oh, one thing. New amiibo. Ninja. Yeah. I went from having no amiibos to 3 amiibos. And yeah. I will begin Pokken eventually. And buying Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight will eventually come soon. I plan on actually trying to finish Undertale first. And that way I can do Shovel Knight as my short series, and I'm continuing Fallout as my long series. So, thank you everyone for watching. As always, keep on gaming, keep on having fun, and let's play, everybody! I just saw Kirby vomit out like a thing on Adult Swim, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to think about it. And I saw boobs thingies and now bugs. Wow.